Hello everyone, my name's Steph, I'm Botanist Cool, and today we are painting a young silver dragon. If you guys are enjoying my mini painting, make sure to like and subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell. It all helps with the algorithm, all helps with engagement, and I'd be extremely grateful. So thank you for that. Let's get on to the fun stuff. So, paints. First and foremost, I am using the Army Painter D&D collaboration, and the paints I am using is Silver Dragon, Dwarven Bronze, Shadow Wash, Dungeon Stone, Matte White, and Matte Black. In order to do, I think that was a bit of the dry brushing is what I used those for, if I remember correctly. I used all these paints to paint the dragon, and honestly, I had a lot of fun. There are some sources that basically have chromatic dragons, that actually have metallic dragons just being that one color. All silver, all copper, all bronze, all gold, etc., etc. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't like that at all. It's boring. Like, yeah, it's a bronze dragon, don't get me wrong, but it's also just like a bronze dragon, so what? So I followed a picture I found from 5e that actually made it look like the silver dragon had a bronze or copper chest and bronze or copper highlights throughout its tail and those little fin areas between the little spikes on its head and tail, and I wanted to do that specifically, so I did that. I used the Dwarven Bronze to give that different color on the chest and the tail, while using Silver Dragon as obviously the base. Now I will say this, for a little while I did kind of get worried and try to make it all Silver Dragon, but regretted that quickly and made it back to Dwarven Bronze. It just looks a lot better like that. I really enjoy it, and I do think I'm going to have a lot more fun with actually working with the membranes and what have you later on. We will be doing like 2 or 3 parts for this dragon, just like we did with the Beholder, and we'll be doing 2 or 3 parts for all the other dragons, including the gold and the copper one that are coming up in the upcoming weeks. Now, in reality, there wasn't too much that was crazy painting technically. Rather, all I did that was technical was really practice thin layers and applying layer after layer to make it both thin and keep all that detail that's in the mini itself. And I think I did a pretty solid job of that. I'm pretty proud of it and how it came out, if I'm being perfectly honest. And I cannot wait to work on it again in the future. Now, when it comes to dragons, one thing I do not like about the lore of dragons is that metallic dragons are all good and chromatic dragons are all evil. I don't like that, and it can be a little troublesome to make that generalization. I'm not a fan of it. I don't do it. I will make any silver dragon any alignment I want. Same thing with red or green, yada yada. You'll see it in Baldur's Gate, actually. The red dragons are evil. They work with the Githyanki and what have you. They're just like evil dragons that the Githyanki are able to ride. And I just don't agree with that generalization. So I don't do that personally. If you guys do that, tell me in the comments below whether you like doing that or not, or whether like it helps your stories or not. I know it helped make things simple to start with in D&D, but I'm just not a fan of it. And of course, when you actually plan an encounter, you have a lot of kind of dragons, or a lot of ages of dragons to choose from. Wormling, young, adult, or ancient. And they all have very different stats. The young dragon that we're doing here has like 18 armor class, 168 health. It has a fly speed of 80, which is ridiculous. Its strength and constitution are above 20, with everything just being positive. And it's able to do 3 attacks a turn. 1 bite attack that does 2d10 plus 6 damage, or an average of 17. And 2 claw attacks which do 2d6 plus 6 damage, or an average of 13 damage. It has breath weapons. And that's a cold breath and a paralyzing breath. They both require DC 17. The cold damage, or the cold breath, will do 12d8 cold damage, or an average of 54 on a failed save, or half that on a successful save. And the paralyzing breath will paralyze you for a minute if you fail, and it's a tough fight. I haven't done a lot of high-level campaigns, so I don't know where this would fit in a campaign, but it's a tough fight, and I think it'd be a very fun fight for like mid to late level. I'm assuming like around level like 11 to 13 is my honest to goodness guess for your party. They're fun, they're really cool, and of course you can always make them an ally as well. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching this. You should start seeing me show off the model a little closer up in detail in just a few moments. If you guys enjoyed this, like, subscribe, engage with me so I can get in the algorithm and all that cool stuff. And hey, if you want to check out my throne, I have some minis on there now. You could always support me that way. Or if you just want to put some support, you could always go to Ko-Fi and say, hey, this is for the Dragon Fund. Anyways, guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you had a good one. Y'all stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone!